All right. So, hello, everybody. I am all right. Perfect. 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 So, welcome. Still waiting for it to go live in the Facebook group. So, 1 second. I don't know how this streaming is going to be, but we shall see. I'm here in a hotel. And so, I don't know how great the connection is. I'm just praying that it's decent. You know what I'm saying? So, it looks like it may be decent or maybe not. Hold on 1 second. Let me pin this. And if you can hear me loud and clear, I would love for you guys to go ahead into the chat space and put your city and state in the chat. Put your city and state or country. If you're in chiming in from another country outside of the United States, go ahead and put into the space as well. I'm about to go into a training that is about an hour long. I'm not going to keep this training up here though, so it will be here today and then it will go. Okay, so I would love for everybody that is here to engage, and we are streaming this on in the Facebook group. So this is in our Facebook group as well as on YouTube. But yep, hello. All right, hello, Houston, Texas. Khadijah, hello, darling. I'm in Houston as well. I'm here in Houston. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and get ready to pull up the screen so you guys can see that. But as long as we all can see, I want you guys to go ahead and stay engaged in the conversation with me. Okay, so I'm gonna pull my screen up. And boom. Let's see here. Hopefully, oh, I got my video thing here. Let's see here. All right, so everybody should be able to see my screen right now. As you can see, the title itself, it says how to get on more stages, podcasts, and media outlets as a speaker or coach, leveraging your book or future book. Okay, leveraging your book or future book. So this training is going to be about an hour long. So I just want to let you guys know. Hopefully you have some time, and this is going to be something that I feel is noteworthy. So if you are able to grab a pen and paper, or maybe you can open up a notepad, you're going to want to take some notes. Okay, so again, super excited to have you guys here. Now, if you are struggling with book profiting or profitable speaking gigs, I want you guys to know it is definitely not your fault. And I also do not want you to stress about it. Okay, traditional publishers and publicists, they want you to think that you need them to sell books, to get on media, or to make money. But the truth is you do not. In this training, I am going to show you how to turn your book into $10,000 a month by speaking on stages, podcasts, media, and more, just working 2 to 4 hours per day. So if you guys are excited about that, go ahead and type in the chat. Type in the chat and let me know if you guys are excited. All right. Now, if you're watching the replay, of course, you can still type in the comment space below. And I want to shout out to those who are watching this live: Juanita, Carissa, Peggy, Khadijah. And I know we have more people that are joining in. So make sure that you guys go ahead and type in the chat. All right. So now my goal is I want to help speakers and coaches who, first of all, want to have a book that gets them on more stages, gets them on more media and more. I want to be able to help those who also want to make at least $10,000 per month, week, or day, working 2 to 4 hours per day. And you're not trying to work a ton of hours every single day marketing your business. In fact, I don't know if you guys know this, but 80% of authors and coaches, two S's, that's authors with two S's. But 80% of authors and coaches, they never make more than $10,000 per year. I don't know if y'all know that. And guess what, y'all? It's time to change that. So type one in the chat if you are an author. If you're an author, type one in the chat and let me know. Future author, type two in the chat. Now, I believe that if you learn how to effectively use 2 to 4 hours per day, working and getting $10,000 per month, week, or day as a speaker or coach is super easy if you follow our simple success formula. Now, I believe personally, and of course, I'm a little bit biased, is through Book Profits Club. So I want to know, is it okay that I share with you this in the chat? Okay, no problem, Juanita, no problem, Khadijah. Even though you guys are not yet authors, we have a whole program that shows you how to write a book in 3 days or less. Okay, so don't let that keep you from actually doing this. But is it okay if I talk to you guys about our program, about what we're doing after the masterclass? Okay, Peggy is an author. Wonderful. So I want to share with you guys a simple formula. This formula has been what has helped me to work less, make more, and truly do the stuff that I love to do. So if you want to be able to work 2 to 4 hours per day, first of all, let me just tell you this, and make $10,000 a month, week, or day, you do not need to have multiple businesses. Okay. We have been taught that we should have all these different types of products, all these different types of services, all these different types of businesses. And what happens, y'all, is you end up being overworked and underpaid. And that is not the truth. Okay. This is the deal. You can have four items with your business. That's it. Four items. Hello, Minnesota's in the house. Four items with your business. Okay. These are the items that we teach our Book Profits Club members to have. Number one is a hook item. This is a free giveaway. What did you guys pay to be a part of this training today? Absolutely nothing. But this is an opportunity for people to get to know more about what you offer, to be able to give them a little bit of confidence that you can help them. But most importantly, your hook item is to get their information. Your most valuable asset as an entrepreneur is not a one-time sale. It's being able to build your database. So all of us should have something that is of value that we can offer for free. Then you're going to have your intro item, which is your book. Now, I'm going to tell you guys, your book is not there for you to make a ton of money by selling the book. It is the next item in your success funnel, but it is there so that you are able to have something where you can meet people where they are at and leave people with information that they're never going to throw away. Think about it. Who throws away good books? Nobody throws away a good book. And so this is how you're able to really leave impact with people. That's why even if you are not an author, I'm going to encourage you to really plug into our Book Profits Club program where we teach you how to write a book in days. Then you have the core item. Your core item is a middle priced item. Hello, Sarah. Hello, Tina. How are you guys doing? This is a middle priced item that allows you to be able to have a product price to also, again, kind of meet people where they are, not where they can afford. Please don't get me wrong. There's a difference of meeting someone where they are versus pricing your product to be affordable. You should have a certain level of client, right? A certain level of client as far as where their income is, what they're trying to make. And this is not to be disrespectful to anybody's lifestyle or none of that. It just is what it is. You need to know what type of income or what type of investment that your particular client can make, and you price your products accordingly. So we're not pricing it because I want to be able to have all customers. I'm pricing because I know that even there's people right now who make $50,000 to $75,000 a year, and they want to get over the $100,000 threshold, and they're not sure yet if they want to make that big investment. And so what do? I meet them where they are. Does that make sense? Hey, Uncle Sylvester. Y'all, that's my uncle right there. Real uncle, first uncle, okay? This ain't fake. All right, so hey, Tina again. So you have a middle priced item. Then you have what is called a premium item. Your premium is your high ticket, okay? This is going to be your high ticket. Now, 20% of those who actually have your book, they will end up being investors into your premium item. So to make $10,000 a month with the $1,000 package, you just need to have 50 people with your books in their hand per month. Hello, Nikita. Hello, Nico. I was just talking about you the other day, Nico. Hi, David. Hi, Yolanda. How are you guys doing? And so you can have 50 people with your book. And notice I said not book buyers, but books in their hands. In fact, let me give you an example, okay? Are y'all ready for this? Go ahead and type a money sign in the chat if you guys are ready for me to give you this example. Hi, Shamika. Hi, Mika. How you doing? So type the money sign in the chat if you guys want me to give you an example of what I'm talking about. Because I know for some of us, you're like, okay, Taria, this don't make no sense. What do you mean 50 people with your book in their hand, right? Well, okay, Yolanda says she wants to know about that money. Okay, Manetta says she wants to know about that money. Okay, well, let me break it down for you. First of all, I want you to understand something. You might have a premium product right now that you might price at $500 to $1,000. But I want you guys to remember this. As your experience with your clients go up, so does your value. So when you think about it, I'm just going to use something that's not even like a coach, hairstylist. No, matter of fact, let me use my MUA. So I have a makeup artist in Atlanta. When she first got started, y'all, I could get my makeup done for about $100 to $150. Well, her value has increased. Her client base has increased. So guess what has also happened to her product prices? I mean, her makeup, she started at $250 now. I said, no, wait a minute. I felt away. But guess what? Because I understand that as your experience with your clients go up, so does your value. She has gotten better with makeup. She is by far, every time I try to be cheap and go to somebody else, my makeup never looks the way that she makes my makeup look. She is by far one of the best, okay? And her client base has gone up. So when you guys are actively working with customers, your value goes up. So here's a true story. This is my true story. I never became an author so that I could sell books. I became an author to leverage books. Hey, Brittany. Hi, Mary. Hello, Charlene. How are you guys doing? This is live, just in case I was wondering. For those of you who are watching this replay masterclass, you are still welcome to comment in the chat as well. I do read all the comments. So I never became an author to sell a book. I became an author to leverage. So I had the blessed opportunity to speak at an event with 100 people that paid about $500 minimum to be there. This was the lowest. So some people paid more than that. And so what I did, I got a chance to speak on the stage. By the way, I only was given like 20 minutes to speak. True story, y'all. Y'all that get on these stages for 20 minutes and think that somebody is supposed to remember everything that you talked about, honey, that is crazy. That's a whole nother conversation and a whole nother teaching. But I was given the opportunity to get on the stage. I brought with me 25 books. I offered every one of those 100 people an opportunity to qualify to get one of my 25 books. Now, what they had to do and what we used was our BPC system. So those of you guys who are Book Profits Club members, all of you guys get access to this. You're able to have a text messaging automation. Okay, we actually send you guys the template. And so they sent a text message using a specific code to my phone number. They followed the prompts, and at the end, they were then given an image that says, congratulations, you qualify for one of the 25. If there are any available, walk up to the front and grab your copy. First of all, what this did for the level of, what is the word? What do they call it? FOMO, fear of missing out. Baby, I had a line. Literally all 100 people were probably in line trying to get that book. So it's safe to say we sold out, right? That was a good photo op, by the way. So I definitely had someone take a picture to show, look how people are wrapped around the building to get a copy of my book. Then those 25 people that got my book, what they had to do to qualify themselves was schedule a discovery session with me. This is a sales call. So if I ever say, y'all, and by the way, in the discovery session, it's not me just trying to oversell you. It's me making an identification if you are even a good client for my product. I don't like to enroll people into my program that are quitters. I don't like to enroll people into my program that want to see if this is going to work out. I'm not. If I'm telling you I'm about to show you how to make $10,000 a month, I'm not looking for someone who's just trying to, well, let me test it out. No. I'm looking for people who are serious. Does that make sense? If that makes sense, let me know in the chat, right? So I get those that got my free book. They also scheduled a discovery session, and I closed about 50% of the people I do a call with, literally. Of the 25, because we know not all people gonna show up, I had about 13 people who showed up, and so out of those 13, I had 6 people. I actually had more than that, but I'm just gonna say 6. But I had 6 people that enrolled into my program. I did over $10,000 in sales. Now, if you sell 25 books. Okay, because this is what most authors do. They so focused on selling the book. On average, if you're buying the book at a wholesale price, you're going to sell the book for $20 at the event, right? So that means on average, you're going to make it, because the cost to print and all that stuff, it might cost you about $5, right? So that means you're going to make about $15 profit. So if I sell 25 books and multiply by 5, that's $375. But instead of me trying to sell it to people who have already pre-qualified themselves because they already identified that they are investors, they invest money and they invest time. Time to me is the most important asset versus money, because people blow money on stuff all day long, on stuff they don't need. I'm looking at people who have come to a conference, invested in themselves, and now they're serious about transformation. So would I rather make $375 or $10,000 from leveraging a book? Y'all let me know in the chat. Let me know, right? Now, how do we do this? We teach you guys our BPC success schedule. 1 hour per month, can you do a webinar? This is technically a webinar, y'all. Can you do one of these per month? 30 minutes a week. Can y'all go live on Facebook and just do a training, a tip, offer something, and then do a call to action after your broadcast? Just once per week. 2 to 3 hours per week, can you do discovery session calls? 1 hour a day, can you send 30 DMs to people? How many of you guys are here because I invited you to be a part of this event? You maybe got a DM from me on Facebook, on LinkedIn, on Instagram. It goes down in the DMs. And then 2 to 4 hours per month of OPPs. 2 OPPs per month is other people's platforms, podcasts, TV shows, workshops, etc., etc. Can you guys do this schedule? And this is not even 2 to 4 hours per day. This is less than that. And if you are willing to stay consistent and utilizing what we are making available, there is no chance that you cannot start to see results within your business. But the average person, what happens is we wake up, throw stuff at the wall, hope that it sticks. We're all over the place with who we listen to. You're listening to multiple coaches that have multiple ways of doing stuff, and we're wondering why the results are not coming in. Let me tell you a little bit about myself. My name is Taria, pronounced like Maria with a T, Taria Vision Avant, graduate of Hampton University with a bachelor's in computer science. Shout out to all of my HBCUs and techies in the house. Have always been a tripreneur, but I was never successful until I got into the industry of network marketing. After 10 years, 10 years of trying to be an entrepreneur and getting in network marketing, I became a 1% top earner, not only in the industry of multi-level marketing, but I also became top 5% in entrepreneurs, period. However, even through all of this great success, I have also struggled with depression and suicidal thoughts. But the blessing is that I was able to overcome them. I decided that, you know what, I was going to do the things that made me fulfilled. I wanted to walk fully in my purpose. I wanted to help people for the purpose of why I was here. And so I launched my coaching business. And in 2015, people thought I had lost my mind when I left network marketing to launch this business. But guess what? Fast forward to today, I've helped more than 6,000 plus speakers and coaches to become published authors. But I also started to notice something. Many of these authors, they were not making money. They were not getting on platforms. They were not really growing their business. And so I decided to start Book Profits Club, and our goal is to help 1,000 authors earn $10,000 a month through speaking and coaching. So it could be per week or per day. So if you are already at $10,000 a month, this same schedule, this same technique that we're teaching here is going to get you to that per week, and for some of you guys per day. So if you guys are excited about what we're about to get into on today, I want you to type $10,000 in the chat space. Type $10,000 in the chat space. Now, why do I coach? And notice authors who were coaches and speakers weren't making any money. Research shows that 80% of speakers and coaches never make more than $10,000 per year, even with books. I interviewed 100 published authors and also found out that they didn't even know how to leverage their books and make it work. They thought if I just became an Amazon bestseller, that all of a sudden my business would go to the next level. The biggest mistake that I see is that speakers and authors focus on making money from book sales instead of leveraging their book, utilizing the example that I show. Now, how does this training apply to you? Well, you might be an author or an aspiring one. Maybe you want to know the steps to make a big impact on the world, including getting more exposure in front of the right audiences. Maybe you're a coach or a speaker, you want to become one. Or you want to learn how to get on more stages and make more sales. All right, I see you, Brittany. I see you, Stevie. You guys are trying to get to that $10,000 per month, week, or day pot. I see you guys. And shout out to everybody else that is in the chat space. Mary, Yolanda, Manetta, Mary typed twice, okay? All right, I love it. Now, let me give you an example of one of our clients, as well as someone that many of you may know. So with our training that we give to you guys, we teach you how to make $5,000 and $5,000 in 5 days with this exclusive 5-day mastermind, right? Well, here's Grace. She was able to actually pre-sell more than 700 copies of her book. Ladies and gentlemen, that's over $10,500 in profits. Now, what did she do? She literally followed our 5K and 5-day training step by step. See, anytime somebody does not make $5,000 minimum, okay, and anytime somebody doesn't make $5,000 minimum in sales, it's because I know that they did not follow it step by step. Now, I want you guys to understand something. With 700 book sales, imagine if 20% of them became her premium customer. Guys, this is what we're wanting to show you now. So it's not just, let me show you how to sell books. Let me show you how to be a top seller. No, the goal is leveraging your book so that you can have true freedom. Let me tell you where I came up with this concept and where it really clicked for me. I bought this book. If anybody knows Lisa Nichols, let me know in the chat. But she came out with this book called Abundance Now, Amplify Your Life and Achieve Prosperity Today. She came out with this book a few years ago, and she had at a conference. So instead of doing a book launch, she actually did a conference. And she said, anyone that purchases this book will get a free ticket to my conference. The conference is valued at like $297. You get to come for free. Well, she had about 500 plus people in that room. Okay. Now, of course, this is Lisa Nichols. Now, you might not get 500, but let's just pretend you do the same thing and you get 50 people in a room, 100 people in a room. Okay. Are y'all with me? So she had about 500 people. Y'all, the first thing Lisa said when she got on the stage was, hey, y'all, just to let you know, I have 3 offers. Now, unless you have been doing this for a long time, I do not recommend that you have 3 offers. Lisa is a pro at this, but you need to all start off with one offer. She literally, from that conference, did over $1 million in sales. See, she did not come out with Abundance Now to sell the book. She came out with Abundance Now to leverage the book. And this is where many speakers and coaches drop the ball. We're only focusing on a $20 or $30 book sale versus, man, let's think about it. If I know that I have 100 people here and 20% of the people who buy the book will buy my $1,000 to $5,000 premium product, literally, I am in the money. Are y'all with me? Are y'all with me? Come on now. We got to make it sense. Remember, people, they don't just buy books for the book. They buy the book because of the promise that the book makes. This is why you have to know how to write the right book. So instead of only focusing on selling, you want to think of additional ways to help people to get to the result that the book is promising much faster. Are you guys with me on that? I'm just trying to make it make sense for you guys. Because as authors, guys, the goal is not to be a bestseller. The goal is to be a best impactor, a world changer. And I'm going to tell you this, guys, you don't have to sell a lot of books to be a bestseller. But even with those, it's not converting into the opportunity to truly change lives, okay? Now, today, this is just the intro. I'm about to get into this training. Today, we're going to talk about 3 secrets. Number 1 is how to get booked on more stages, leveraging your book or future book. Number 2, we're going to talk about how to find profitable speaking opportunities, podcasts, and media outlets looking for you. And then number 3, we're going to talk about how to sell on platforms and make money. Now, what we have launched are called our 4 pillars of platforms. And I want you guys to type in the chat. Let me know of these 4 pillars, which ones, or if all, it could be all of them, that you want to be on. Number 1 is media articles and magazines. Number 2 is workshop speaking. Do you want to be a speaker at workshops and conferences? Number 3, how about being on audio and video podcasts? And then number 4, television. Do you want to be on TV? And I would definitely love to know, why do you want to be on any of these? Like, what is the purpose? What we have found out, guys, is that many of our Book Profits Club members, while they know that they have a purpose here, they know that they have lives to change, they're also wanting to figure out, well, how can I get on these platforms so that I can expand my reach and be able to impact more people? And this is something that we have really paid attention to, y'all, because I was focusing on just trying to help y'all get the money. But what I've learned is that if I can help you guys to get on these different platforms, guess what's going to happen? If you learn how to say the right things, right, how to make the right offers, you're going to automatically make the money. So the goal is to get you guys on these platforms. Tina says, I want to get on media and audio. Stevie says, I want all of them to get more visibility. What else, guys? Let me know in the chat. Which ones of these do you want to be on and why? All right. I love it. So the 4 pillars are platforms. So secret number 1, how to get booked on more stages. All right. Now, as a speaker or coach and make $10,000 per month. And for some of you guys, you're already at $10,000 a month. You say, listen, I want to get to it per week or per day. Most people that I meet that are making $10,000 a month, baby, they are overworked and underpaid, spreading themselves too thin. And it's time to change that. So some speakers and coaches think, I don't know how speaking on stages can turn into $10,000 a month each time I speak, or $10,000 a week, or $10,000 literally a day. You can speak on a stage and walk away with over $10,000+ in sales. Guys, I've spoken on a stage before with less than 75 people in the audience and did a 6-figure sales day. So let me tell you a quick story. When I first wrote my book, this was my initial book right here, right? It was called A Vision to Freedom. It's now called A 6-Figure Vision. I never wanted to write my life story. In fact, one thing I've come to learn is that not a lot of people are Googling the life story of Taria Vaughn. I'm just not that interesting yet, okay? They don't care. But what people do care about is they want to know how to achieve some of the things that I've learned how to achieve. So I wrote a book about it, and I wrote a self-help book. I had so many people asking me, they were asking me to speak on different stages just from the book. And so I decided that, you know what, this has opened up my eyes. It's time to launch a business, right? Let's launch a coaching business. The doors opened up. In fact, let me just tell you some of the doors. I had bridal workshops asking me to come and speak about goal setting because I wrote about it in my book. I had real estate organizations saying, hey, can you come and talk to us about mentorship? I've even spoken at universities, conferences, retreats, podcasts, and more because I wrote a book that specifically talked about achieving specific results. But because I also know that if somebody buys a book to get a result, it is more likely that they're going to also want to buy the program. They want to come to the mastermind. They want to get the high level, whatever the product or service is. You don't just have to only be a coach to use this technique. You could be a fashion stylist using a book to help people. And so I understood that. And because I understood that, my business grew. Now, you might also be thinking, guys, that, well, how do I become profitable? Like, how? Okay, so now that I get on these platforms, then how do I become profitable? And I see Brittany. Brittany said, speaker. God dropped a vision in my spirit of me speaking to thousands. It's part of my purpose. Tina says, my why is because I still want time freedom with my family. It's larger reach on media and audio. Amen. And so, guys, the goal is to not just be on these stages. You need to be walking away with some profits, okay? You got to create profitable speaking opportunities. Now, I want you guys to know this. Someone right now is looking for you. They want to know how you have been able to overcome something specific, what you have been through. And you need to be able to learn how to show them exactly how to do just that. But once you figured out what you're going to teach them, the next step is learning how to get in front of them. But guys, I want you to understand it is not that complicated. We overcomplicate this idea. We try to think about something so deep and so poetic and things like that. There are people right now wanting to know, how can I stay in hotel rooms for free? And do you know people will pay people a lot of money to learn how to travel and live for free? You know, I know because I see several coaches out there right now that are teaching people how to travel around the world for free, and they're charging thousands of dollars for it. I'm only saying that because I'm recording this in a hotel room right now. So secret number 2, how to find profitable speaking opportunities, podcasts, and media outlets looking for you. Are you guys ready? Well, let me tell you about somebody who's a part of the Book Profits Club. So here is Lena Payton Webb. Now, you might be saying to yourself, I just don't know where to find these profitable platforms and who's looking for me. Do you know 9 times out of 10, most people are looking for the most popular platforms. We're looking for the biggest platforms. But y'all, I built a 6-figure business speaking in front of 5 to 10 people every single week doing mini workshops. It does not take thousands of people. But let me share your story about Lena. So Lena has a book publishing business, okay? So she provides a service. At first, when she joined Book Profits Club, she was literally offering every single one of her services a la carte. So she, not only was she doing that, she also is full-time. She has a full-time job and a full-time career, and she also had her publishing business. But literally everything that she knew how to do, if you wanted to do it, she was literally like, sure, I'll do it. This costs that. This costs. So she was overworked and underpaid. I see this happen to so many entrepreneurs. She started following our success funnel system and started speaking on more stages. Her business has grown by 4 times. Matter of fact, let me just let you see what she has wrote. She says, working with Taria for the past year has completely transformed my business. When I first started, I was only making around $5,000 to $7,000 per month for my services. But after implementing the strategies and tactics taught in the Book Profit Club, I was able to scale my business to $10,000 days. So it's more than 4 times the growth. The training modules, live coaching calls, and private community has been invaluable. I'm so grateful I found this program. It's a total game changer. If you're looking to dramatically grow your business, I highly recommend checking out Book Profits Club. Now, she is a book publisher. She creates self-help books and coloring books so that she can help you to grow your business. She does workbooks, journals, all types of stuff, guys. But this is one person who already had a business, but she was a la carting herself to life. Well, to death, right? A la carting herself to death. She was working over too much, and now she has learned how to use our system to get on this, even the smaller stages, how to get on the interviews and be able to convert those interviews into new leads and following up. Y'all, she probably right now, as you are watching this video, Lena's probably on a discovery call right now, okay? And she is one of those types of people. She does her discovery calls and she's making a killing. How many of you guys would like to go from $5,000 to $7,000 per month to having $10,000 days. If that's you, type the money sign in the chat. Type the money sign in the chat. Hey, Tamika, thank you. She says nuggets are being dropped today. Yes. So you didn't even know that y'all was popping in for this training, right? And it's going to blow you away. We're not even done. Hey, Timothy. Hey, Anderson. How you doing? Okay. So people who have speakers on their platforms, I also want you to remember, are always looking for speakers. So I'm going to give you a little tip. There are ways that you can also stand out from everyone. You will use your book as a tool, not your final product. So do not be afraid to give it away for qualified leads. So here's an example of Lena. So Lena, actually, we do a pop-up workshop that we do once per month in Atlanta, Georgia. Well, Lena has invested to be one of our partnered speakers. From that pop-up workshop, we had about 40 to 50 people in attendance, but we had over 300 people who registered to come to this event. Lena was able to get on the stage, and because she has learned through the Book Profits Club system how to be able to stand out, you can always tell the difference of a BPC member and a non-BPC member when we are at conferences, because she knows how to get the audience taking action. Do you hear me, guys? And so from her talk, she was able to get people that were ready to get started from her presentation, but then she also has 300 leads. Now, if those of you guys, you might say, well, I don't know if I could do the pop-up workshop with you guys. What are other ways? Well, some other ways that we actually have taught our BPC members is look to see of people who are doing other events. Guys, do you know how many of y'all within the past 30 days have seen someone post a flyer of an event that they're speaking at? Well, do you know that 9 times out of 10, there's a website that you can go to register? You could probably find out the person who's hosting the event. And guess what? You can reach out to them. Even if the event required an investment, and you knew that if I had to invest $500, but I can walk away with $10,000 in sales, how many times would you do that? You would do it over and over and over again. I want to encourage you guys, if you are a speaker, coach, author, and you want to be on stages, do not assume that because nobody is reaching out to you that they're not looking for you to speak. They may not know you are there. So you've got to start reaching out to these opportunities. You may even invest to be a speaker, but guys, know there are always opportunities. Now, some speakers or coaches, they might also think, if I can't get paid to speak, then I don't want to speak. I hear this all the time. Oh my goodness. Ladies and gentlemen, I hear people tell me this all the time. Oh, no, I don't speak for free. I don't invest to speak. Guys, you must understand that today, first of all, if you've ever done an event, you already know the expenses that go into doing events, number one. But then number two, you must also understand is that sometimes when you become a partnered speaker, you get more options, you get more resources, or let's just say deliverables when you are actually being paid to speak. Matter of fact, here's the 3 types of speakers that I like to address. We have a paid speaker. Now, typically, why is a company going to pay you to come and speak at their company event? Because you're going to help to increase the bottom line. People, like, I want us to make it make sense. People do not pay people just to have people come and do something for no return. People make investments into people, products, services, because they're looking for a return in their investment. Okay. So when a corporation hires a speaker, they're bringing that speaker in because they overall want something to happen within the corporation that will then increase the bottom line. Period. Point blank. End of story. Like, seriously. So why then were people paying individuals like a Les Brown to come and speak? Because Les Brown would increase the morale. Les Brown would increase the excitement. And then people would leave that event, go off and be fired up, and their sales would increase. And that overall increased the bottom line. But how many of us know that today we can find someone on social media who's not even a speaker, just someone who has been able to do something incredible that won't charge you $1 and let you they'll come to an event and you could just ask them questions and they'll be the inspiration. And so are the opportunities to be paid to speak still there? Yes, they are. But I don't want you to leave money on the table because you don't understand how your voice can convert into millions of dollars. Then you have free speaking opportunities. I see a lot of people that fall into this space. They'll go to an event for free, get on the stage, and then walk away with no leads. Y'all have got to stop doing that. Literally, guys, that doesn't make sense to me. Why would you speak on a stage without collecting coins or contacts and say that you are an entrepreneur? Think about it, guys. How many of you are on Temu's email list or Amazon's email list or Shein's email list? Many of you guys are on all three of them. Do you understand how much money they spend every single day to have gotten your information? And you get their emails every day because they understand the value of how to be able to build these multi-million dollar brands. It's not from a one-time sale, it's from building the database to stay forever in front of you. Hello? So I'm not necessarily saying that if somebody says, hey, come and speak, that you don't walk away with getting leads, because that's the ideal, or that you don't walk away without selling books. But I am telling you, do not ever speak on another stage, another panel, another podcast, another TV show without creating opportunities for people to get in contact with you. Otherwise, you are speaking for free and you are not increasing your bottom line. By the way, you're not changing any lives. I want you to think about it. As a speaker today, or if you guys have your favorite public speaker, did you only see them speak one time? No. Did you only hear them one time and then automatically you remembered everything they talked about? No. And so as a speaker, your number one goal when you are speaking on a stage to building your business is collecting information. Now, how do we collect information? You've got to slay the stage. And whatever the stage is, you have to slay the stage. Because I know that in 20 minutes, people are not going to remember everything that I talked about, especially if I'm speaking at an event where there's 10 other speakers or 15, 20 other speakers. You think they're going to remember everything I said? No. So I have to make sure that I'm walking away with leads, not just a one-time sale. And then number 3, partnerships. I love partnership opportunities because typically in a partnership, I walk away with everything that even the initial person who created the event. So at our pop-up workshops, we offer you the leads. You don't hear that a lot. We offer you the opportunity to follow up, which ultimately is the most important part of speaking at an event. It's not because, think about it. Somebody comes to an event, this is their first time ever hearing from you or seeing you. Is the likelihood of them buying from you automatic from that event? No. Now, yes, they may purchase a book, which is why as a speaker, if I'm speaking on the stage, I do not mind being able to have a table set up so that those who can't maybe invest into my higher products, they can at least come and buy a book, right? That's how I leverage my books. But also I understand that, okay, I know that most people are going to need to see me make my offer 7 to 10 times before they invest. So why would I want to get on a stage without the opportunity of getting everybody's contact information? And yes, I can get on a stage and say, hey, everybody who wants my free ebook, download it. But what about the people who didn't show? I want that information too. Guys, please understand, just because somebody registers for an event and they do not show does not mean that they cannot become customers. Hey, if you guys are still with me here, if this is some good information, if this is valuable, please let me know in the chat. Let me know in the chat. Let me know in the chat, right? Okay, every time you speak on the stage, you should be collecting coins or contacts. And that is period, point blank, end of story, period, poo. Okay? Okay. All right. Check this out. I invested $2,500 to be a partner speaker at someone's conference. I was able to make an offer on a stage. Now, granted, y'all, I want y'all to know, I already knew that I'm going to make this offer and not a lot of people are going to actually buy it from the stage. Okay. So the way that I made the offer was I had everybody sign up for a free thing, a free training. And at the end, it gave them a link so that they could purchase the $1,000 package. From this, now remember, I invested $2,500. I sold 5 from the stage. Now, these were people who knew about me a little bit, right? That's $5,000. I followed up with everybody that subscribed to my email list, and I also made, within the next 2 days, I made another $2,500 because I offered a lower ticket product. Now, mind you, since then, I made way more money, but I'm talking about within the next couple of days because I start following up immediately. I made a total of $5,000 profit from because I invested $2,500. I did $7,500 in sales. So that means I made $5,000 profit in 7 days or less. How many times would you do this over and over again if you could? Now, some people say, well, Taria, I don't have $2,500. Guys, there's ways that you can find events taking place. And you can say, listen, can I give you $100 to come and speak at your event for 20 minutes? All you need is 20 minutes, a lot of good practice on how to do a power talk, and you can walk away having made multiple times your investment. Everything ain't always going to be $2,500. For our pop-up workshops, the investment is $697. And with that, now if you're a BPC member, you get a discount. But with that, guess what? We promise 200 leads. And so it is an opportunity for you to invest into these opportunities and walk away with profit. Now, how do you sell when you get on these platforms? From the podcast, from the stages, from the TV, how do you sell? Well, you might be saying, Taria, I don't know how to sell. I don't know how to sell on these things. But don't worry about it. Let me show you how to do it. First thing you must understand is nobody is listening to this podcast. Nobody's watching you on the stage. Nobody's watching the show to hear you talk about yourself the whole time. Have y'all ever been on a date with someone and the entire date the person only want to talk about themselves? Matter of fact, I was just on a plane the other day, and it wasn't a date. It was a young lady I had met, and the entire time she only wanted to talk about herself. If I interjected and said something about me, baby, you wouldn't even think she had heard what I said, because she went right back to what she was talking about herself. She just wanted to talk about herself the whole time. Do you know how that made me feel as someone that was, I thought, having an engaging conversation? It made me feel like I was not even being heard. It made me feel like she did not care about nothing that I was going through. You just want to tell me about yourself. So guess what I started doing? Tuning her butt out. This is what happens when people get on stages. You might be loud and vivacious and I say loud and not in a bad way, but you might be amazing. But guys, what you must understand is that most people who are watching people on stages, that are watching or listening on a podcast, is because they want you to help them with their challenges. So yes, there is a way that you earn the right by telling people your story, but ultimately you must remember to share your story, give value, and then have people want more. And then you need to learn how to guide them to the next step. This is every interview you do, every talk that you do. You need to know how to make an offer so that people can stay in touch with you. You need to think about, what is the solution that you offer, the specific solution. What is it that your ideal client right now is Googling? How do I ... And that's what you need to be doing when you get on these platforms. Unless you're an A-list celebrity, y'all, the truth is most people do not care about our stories that much for it to make such an impact outside of, how did you overcome the depression? How did you overcome being fired? How did you overcome launching a business and not knowing, from the grassroots? How did you overcome? It's people want to know specifics. And if you can learn to be specific, as we like to say, if you can learn to niche it down, you will rich it down. Okay, so here's Dr. Dominique Carson. I love using her example because, you guys, she's not necessarily a business coach, a life coach. She's not a coach at all. She is a professional award-winning massage therapist. She does massages that are, from what I've heard, I still got to get mine, but she does massages, y'all, that will take you to a whole nother level. Okay, well, she became a top-selling author by being a part of a collaboration book called The Whole Entrepreneur, and so she has leveraged this book to get on stage. She's spoken on stages all across the U.S. and internationally. This event in the middle, she was with us. We all went to Canada. And y'all, she spoke on the stage. And from the stage, she was able to sell, I think it was about 3 people paid for massages from her from the event. 3 people that were there, they bought a massage to get a massage from her right there from the event. So she has learned to leverage her book, leverage her voice, and also because of her value as a massage therapist, she's not charging Massage Envy prices. You understand what I'm saying? She's able to charge premium prices. So she finds these speaking opportunities because she knows that her voice is what's going to impact the world. She talks about her journey and then gives tips on massage benefits. Okay, she then offers her services, but first what she does is she say, hey, register for my free I think she has an ebook, my ebook that gives you tips on XYZ. Y'all, then the key is in the follow-up. From her doing this, y'all, she has been booked to also come in to speak and massage at multiple conferences all over the country. So while she's in Virginia, she's able to take her services on the road through following up. And remember, her service is massages. I also want y'all to remember that 70% of sales happen after the event. So some people might also think, well, I don't know how to sell when I get on the platform. Well, it's not about selling, but telling and giving good value. You must be able to, it's supposed to say then, you must be able to create a way for people to stay connected to you. We can help you with that. Now, if you are enjoying this so far, I just want to know in the chat, let me know, are you guys enjoying this training? It has been in depth. I told you it was going to be about an hour. So I really hope that you guys have been here and plugged in and enjoying the training. Okay, so what have we covered? We talked about how to get booked on more stages. Number 2, we talked about how to find speaking opportunities, podcasts, and media outlets looking for you. Number 3, what to do when you get on the platforms. So what is next? Well, I'm glad you asked. I am going to take you guys to the next level. If you guys are ready to go to the next level, I want you to type "I'm ready" in the chat. If you're ready to go to the next level, type "I'm ready" in the chat. I want you to type "I'm ready" in the chat. Type, type, type. Let me know. Because now what I'm going to do, guys, is show you how to really take this information and actually go next level. Let's get into it. So, the Book Profits Club. This is a program that is for speakers and coaches who want to leverage their books or future books for success. I see you guys, Manetta, Stevie, all right, Brittany, all right. I see you guys. Love it, love it, love it. Mary, awesome. Okay. So, Book Profits Club is all about teaching you how to leverage your book to build multiple income streams without endless daily marketing. Who got time for that? How to grow your coaching business with ease and not be overwhelmed with tons of busy work. Let's get rid of all this busy work that ain't producing no results, okay? Teaching you how to get on the 4 pillars of platforms and increasing your bottom line, making you a star and building your influence so you can grow your business. First, this is what you're going to get. We have Book Profits Club. This is actually a picture from my very first workshop, which launched my coaching business. Y'all, this is 2015. I am going to be coming up on 10 years very soon. I'm so grateful, right? So this is the only club that is designed to help you leverage your book and grow your speaking and coaching business, okay? And so, yes, we do recommend, if you do not have a book yet, that's fine. You can still launch this, but we recommend to work on getting your book done. Now, we also have some amazing publishers that we can connect you to. We still give you the training, but sometimes people are like, you know what? I just already have the content. I'm ready to go. I just want the publisher. So we can connect you to those two, okay? Now, we have weekly and accountability coaching calls, right? So these coaching calls are done via Zoom. What's so exciting about these weekly and accountability coaching calls, like just this past Monday, y'all, we had so many people sharing some of the amazing wins. But at the same time, we had some people asking questions. Hey, Priya, I've got this, and this going on. Can you help me? Just to kind of give you an idea, I charge $1,000 for 1 hour of coaching. So literally every single week, twice a week, we give you the opportunity to get on and ask questions for no additional cost. Guys, that is crazy because I charge $1,000 for 1 hour. And I'm telling you guys, if you learn to leverage it, if you are doing the work and you say, oh, I need to ask Tarita's question, I'll ask on the coaching session, on the group coaching call. Not only by you asking, is it helping you, but guess what also is happening? You're going to have other people who are going to get value because they didn't even know to ask the question. And so imagine being able to have these coaching sessions every single week. Hello? Now, who this works for: speakers and coaches who are serious about getting on more platforms and earning $10,000 per month, week, or day. Now, some of y'all gonna say, I want to get to $10,000 a day. Well, first we need to get you to $10,000 a month, okay? If you have not yet consecutively in 3 months in a row earned $10,000 a month, then we first need to focus on getting you there. Then, what do you think that we do differently to get you from $10,000 per month to week? Do we increase your hours? No. At this point, your value has increased. So we increase the value of your programs. It's not about, let me take my hours of working 2 to 4 hours per day to now let me add another course, another program. Let me add another this, another that I have to sell. No, it's about just simply simplifying your process and increasing your value. Amen. Okay, so you might say, well, Taria, I don't have time. Then stop telling me you trying to make money, because I'm gonna be honest, y'all, and this is me being a coach. People tell me all the time that they want change to happen in their life, but they're not willing to change. That sounds crazy to me. You cannot have change happen by not being willing to change. And the truth is that if you don't have time today, you think that y'all, if I could tell you, as of the recording of this video, I am in Houston, Texas. My car has been in the shop because it needs a new engine. When I go to pick up the car the other day, the car is still not driving right, and the people telling me there's nothing wrong with it. Now it's in another shop because it has to get, y'all, I'm telling you this because as soon as I thought that I was going to get through this one hurdle, guess what? It's another hurdle that comes. If you're not willing to change your life, the things that are keeping you busy are never going to change. So you have to make a conscious decision that you're going to make yourself available 2 to 4 hours per day for at least 90 days straight and follow this system. Because if you do that, this is going to change your life. Amen. So you got to make time. There's just no excuse, especially if you're saying this is going to help people. This is going to change people's lives. You got to make it work, right? So we have our weekly accountability and training calls, and since these are group calls, this is something that I would charge $297 per month. You get that as a BPC Gold member included. But guess what? You also get these tools. Now, I want to do a business success score. Okay, you're going to keep this to yourself. Do not type it in the chat, but I want you to give yourself a point for each one of these services that you have invested in for your business. And I want you to understand something. There is a principle that says, if you stay ready, you don't have to get ready. If you stay ready, you don't have to get ready. A lot of people say, I'm going to wait until I need it. No, you need it now. Okay. Now, if you do not know what one of these items are, then you probably don't have it. Okay. So give yourself a success score. Please do not type it in the chat. Keep it to yourself. Okay. So if you have a CRM, give yourself a point. If you have a sales funnel and website builder, give yourself a point. If you have a tool that does surveys and forms, give yourself a point. If you have a tool that does email automation marketing, give yourself a point. If you have a tool that does two-way SMS marketing, give yourself a point. Again, do not type this in the chat. If you have a tool that helps you to for booking and appointments calendars. If you have a tool for membership and course builder. If you have a tool for dialing calls, sales dialer, and also tracks the calls, records everything, tracks it all. If you have a tool for reputation management, where you're able to get reviews. And then number 10, a tool for tracking and analysis. If you've got those, I want you to total up your numbers. Keep it to yourself. Now, this is what we have found. I did a survey, and I surveyed about 100 people and asked them what of these did they have. I found that 80% of most of the people had 0 to 4 out of the 100. So that's 80 people. They had 0 to 4 of these tools. When I also asked them how long had they been in business, it was less than 5 years, and they had not even crossed the threshold of $10,000 a year. When I then found the ones between 5 to 7, this was 15% of most of them, right? 15%. So that's 15 people. They had 5 to 7 of these tools. They had been in business for under 8 years, and they were at least making a profit of anywhere between about $3,000 to $5,000 a month. But when I interviewed and asked people who were top 6-figure earners, that means they're doing over $10,000 a month. Well, technically 8888, right? But over $10,000 a month. They had all of these tools, and I'm talking about consecutively. There are some people who have a $10,000 month. I'm talking about multiple months in a row. They were utilizing, they had 8 to 10 of these tools, okay? And they were doing over $250,000 in sales, and their business was over 10 years old. It is safe to say that success follows principles. And if we want our business to be successful, we've got to place ourselves in a space that is going to allow us to get the success, right? Now, if you were to have all of these individual tools, you're talking about $7,000 to almost $9,000, which doesn't even include, for those of you guys who have a coach, because a coach should always have a coach, right? Where your coaching price might be $5,000 to $2,000 a month, depending upon what you're investing in. $7,000 to $9,000 for the tools. And I realize the reason why many of us don't have them is because that is a lot for most of us. Most business owners aren't even making $10,000 a year. So I know that they're not about to invest $7,000 a month for tools, right? Does that make sense? If y'all are with me, just go ahead and put with you in the chat. So how can we create a solution? Well, we have a software that will allow you to run your business efficiently. Last Monday on our Book Profits Club, I went through some of the stuff that many people have no idea that the software can do. They're just not taking full advantage, and I blew them away. People were like, oh my goodness, I'm about to spend at least 30 minutes a day plugging in and learning this tool, right? And so you're going to be able to get rid of ClickFunnels. You're going to be able to get rid of ActiveCampaign, Funnelytics, Easy Texting, social media, Thinkific. All these different tools you guys are paying for, you can get rid of them all. And I'm going to be honest, I used to be the girl who would say I would never want an all-in-one tool. Baby, this all-in-one tool that we use has been the best investment I have ever made into my business. In the multiple years, I've been an entrepreneur since 2009. I have bought several softwares, several coaching programs. I've been to several conferences. Being with this tool has been the best investment I have ever made. It has changed my life. Hundreds of hours and thousands of dollars. Once you understand this tool and how to use it, you are going to save. But you must plug in. So some people say, well, it's just too much for me to learn the software. This is why we tell you guys, allocate like 30 minutes a day. Remember, 2 to 4 hours per day of work. Take of those 2 to 4 hours, 30 minutes to just learn a new trick in the software. We actually have video trainings that show you different things it can do. I always tell people the first 3 things you want to learn how to do is send an email, send a text message, and also schedule your appointments. Now, our software lets you do so much more. You can call people from it. You can send voicemails from it. You can create courses and all types of stuff, but at least learn how to do the basics, right? And then you grow. Now, the problem is solved for those of you guys who are looking to not pay $7,000 to $9,000. We have an all-in-one software. We have templates and automations, and we give you top-notch support. Guess what, y'all? This is all included. So we're now talking about $1,294 per month for the Book Profits Club Gold membership. But guess what you also get? You also get the speakers and trainers courses. Ladies and gentlemen, I have spent thousands of dollars and hundreds of hours building networks of individuals. I'm talking about people that'll do business with each other, people that will connect. There are some people who've been in BPC just by being in BPC. Their business has grown because of the network investing into their services. But you don't have to do that. You don't have to invest all the thousands of dollars, the hundreds of hours, because when you join BPC, I promise you, you are joining in an atmosphere. As long as you participate, you're joining an atmosphere of people who love to work together. We just had like 2 BPC members that just had 2 events, and at their events, both of them had several BPC members that were plugged in, participating, investing, etc. That's what you get. But on top of the speakers and trainers courses, guess what? There's actually training from our BPC members. So we have a different tier called BPC Speakers Elite. So we have 2 different tiers. We have BPC Gold and BPC Speakers Elite. When you join Speakers Elite, you actually now get to become one of our Book Profits Club trainers. And so you get to create a course that is uploaded into our program where you can teach on whatever your expertise is. We have individuals teaching on government funding, creating your own course, setting up your own business, how to be productive over being busy, having a balanced life, and more. You get access to these trainings for free, as long as you are an active member. And the speakers and trainers course, guys, we're talking about value it's way over $997. But if we were to put a number on it, $997, y'all. So this is now $2,291 per month. But guess what you also get? Guys, you also get to be a part of our brand new TV show, the Vision Impact Hour show, where we have 4 different segments that are on this show. We have a segment called Wealth and Words. We have Author All-Stars, for those of you who are a part of our Author All-Stars magazine. We have the Power Talk and As Real as It Gets. This is where impact meets vision. So we have a podcast that we have done for several years now, but it is now called Wealth and Words. And so you get to do this from the comfort of your home, with the exception of those of you guys who come to our mastermind programs, because at the mastermind, we actually do the podcast interviews at the mastermind. So you're going to get quality recording at the podcast. But from the comfort of your home, you are interviewed on our Wealth and Words podcast, formerly known as Wealthy Wednesday. And many of these interviews that people do, we show you guys how to do the opposite of not getting leads, right? A lot of times I see people get on these podcasts, they don't walk away with leads. They don't walk away with, having really be able to convert somebody. We want to show you. So why do we offer you Wealth and Words? Not just because you're going to get exposure on the Vision Impact Hour TV show, which by the way has over 2 million viewers per month, and I'll show you guys those aesthetics, but you also are going to get training on how to do a podcast interview. It is so important that you understand these interviews and how to really be able to create conversions, because that is the goal here. Remember, never speak without collecting coins or contacts. This is going to help you when you are on other podcasts and interviewed on other platforms, so you can also walk away with leads. People typically don't think about how to make an offer on a platform, but you should always be collecting coins and contacts, period. So when you are aired on the show, you're going to be aired on multiple platforms, from Apple TV, Amazon Fire, Facebook, Roku, iOS, Android, YouTube, and more. This network has over 300 million screens that can see this. But on average, we're having about 3.8 million downloads. And since I since I actually launched this video, we got an update that we have over 2 million viewers per month watching the channel per week. And you're going to get amazing exposure when you are interviewed on Wealth and Words. Y'all, that is also included. Now, if we have a non-BPC member that says, hey, I want to be interviewed on the podcast, it's a $400 investment. By the way, y'all, that's not going to stay $400 forever. I invested $10,000 to be on a podcast. I sure did. I invested $10,000. Why would I invest that type of money? Because that $10,000 turned into a massive return. You must understand, guys, that when you are building up your platforms also have value. So for BPC members, you do not have to pay anything. It comes along. So this is a $400 value. So we're now at $2,691 per month. But I'm not done. As a BPC Gold member, you also get 20 to 50% commission for BPC members you refer. As long as you stay an active member, you also get paid a commission. So every Thursday, that's one of our accountability coaching calls. We also stream live into the Facebook group. Well, guess what? As a BPC member, you're able to actually invite guests to join the Facebook group. And when they watch the stream, they'll also be given instructions to get back with the person who invited them to the broadcast. You're going to get your own affiliate link that you then can share to your prospects. And as long as they get started through your link, you will get paid 20 to 50%. The reason why we say 20 is because that's 20% of BPC Speakers Elite, and then you get paid 50% of Gold. So we will sell them. All you got to do is invite them to the Thursday live Q&A session. We also have a pre-recorded presentation that you can send people to as well. So when they enroll, you are paid 50% commission every single month as long as you stay active in BPC, and they do too. All you got to do is share with them the brief presentation. They can watch it and then get back with you. So 50%, this is unlimited income earning potential. So we can't even put a value, but we're at over $2,700 a month. Guys, if I just charged you $2,500, let's just say it was just 20, I gave you a $200 savings and showed you how to use all of these tools that will turn you into $10,000 per month by speaking on stages, podcasts, and media, working 2 to 4 hours per day. Would it be worth it to you? If I was charging $2,500 a month so you can make $10,000, so that means you're going to make that profit. Would it be worth it? Of course it would be worth it. In fact, what if all I did was gave you access to the all-in-one software? Would it be worth at least $1,500 to you? What if I showed you how to sell more books by getting on the platforms? Would it be worth it to you? Of course. What if I only just taught you how to get on stages and specifically what to say? Would it be worth $1,500? Of course it would. That's to be able to work 2 to 4 hours per day and make $10,000 a month, getting booked on at least 2 podcasts per month, speaking on at least 1 stage per month, and walk away with more leads that lead to more sales. It would be worth an investment of $1,500. Well, this is what you're going to be investing. You have over $2,700 per month in value for just $147 a month. Guys, that is literally selling 7 books. So this goes back to how to leverage your books. Your books, we don't spend the book profiting money. We use this to invest into our services, into our tools, into our marketing, into our business growth. You get your weekly accountability and coaching calls Mondays and Thursdays. You get the all-in-one software, the speakers and trainers course, Words and Wealth podcast, 50% commission for not $2,700 a month, but for $147, literally selling 7 books per month. That's less than 2 books per week. This will go up. Guys, today I'm giving you this special discount because we are looking for more success stories for BPC. Also, after a month of being an active member, you get the option to also upgrade to Speakers Elite, which gives you even more resources. Once you join in, I'll give you a breakdown to show you everything you get with Speakers Elite. That's going to blow you away. Because we're going to guarantee you articles published. We're going to get you on podcasts. We become like a little like a publicist for you. You get additional training. You get additional resources, but you have to be a BPC Gold member first. See, I'm not trying to just get y'all to come in straight to the higher program. We want to get you acclimated to the program. You'll get 30 days of emails that'll get you plugged into the software, get you familiar with everything, and then we offer you the opportunity to go next level. So you get the weekly accountability and coaching calls Monday and Thursdays, the all-in-one software, the speakers and trainers courses, the Words and Wealth podcast, 50% commission, not for $2,700 a month, but $147. Now, for those of you guys who are watching live, you can also comment in the chat, what is the link? Okay, if you're watching live, what is the link? But if you are watching this course, there is going to be an email that now will come to you, or you can click the link below to lock in your spot for $147. Now, you've got two choices. You can keep struggling to grow your business where you are not working you're working more than 20 hours per day, right? So keep struggling to grow your business where you're not having to work 20 hours a day. That's the one that you just want to do, right? Or you can say, you know what? I want to work 2 to 4 hours per day with only selling 4 items. Remember, your free giveaway, your intro, your core, your premium, and make $10,000 per month, week, or day. You might say, I want to choose that option. I'm tired of the struggle game. I'm tired of the booked, busy, and broke game. I'm trying to be booked, busy, blessed, and baked. That's what you can do. Our goal is that, listen, if Book Profits Club does not show you how to create the self-selling book, generate multiple streams of income without excessive daily marketing, you can cancel your membership at any time. Cancel your membership at any time, guys. I truly want to see you win and hit the levels of success. I told some other coaches that offer programs, monthly membership programs, and I told them what the investment was for this. They said, girl, you have lost it. Why are you not charging more? Because I want to see you guys win. So listen, the real question is this: is it worth gambling a few minutes of your time to check this out? Even if all this did was only half of what I have claimed today, guys, it'll literally pay for itself within 7 days of enrolling. All you need to do, guys, is comment, I'm ready to get started, or you can message me the link. You can DM me. I will send you, if you're watching this in the recording, you'll get and check your email to get the details. And as if this wasn't amazing already enough, for those who actually get started today, I am going to throw in a bonus featured article. Yes, not only do you get the article, we're gonna write the article for you. We're going to then publish the article for you, and then we're going to create 3 flyers that you can use to share. So we're going to already start getting you guys on media access. So this is a $150 value. We charge actually $250 to non-BPC members. But as a BPC member, should you want to get an article, it's $150. You will get this for free for joining today by watching this video. You watch this video today, you get access. I invested $1,497 to be invested into an article with a group of people. In fact, this was the actual article, y'all. I was on this article with about 20 other people. $1,400. You're not going to be your article is going to be just about you, not a group of people. It's just about you. You get to share this to other platforms. You can share this to other media outlets. This gets you bigger recognition. And again, we will create 3 flyers. Guys, people, remember, they want your story, not just the book. So we provide you step-by-step training as well on how to write that book. So you're going to get, when you join BPC, you're like, well, I don't have my book ready yet. Don't worry. We're going to show you how to get that done in a matter of days. This is a $250 value to get the article if you are not a BPC member. But today, you get started today, guess what? You're going to get it for free. So you're going to get weekly accountability and coaching calls, how to write a book in 30 days, the free training, the all-in-one software, the speakers and trainings course, Words and Wealth podcast, 50% commission, and this is over $9,000 per month, y'all. You're going to get access for $147. Go ahead and lock in your spot today. You can, if you need to get the link, just comment for the link. You can see the link, or you can also check your email. $147 per month, guys. This is 7 books. Can you believe in yourself to sell 7 books? If we can show you how to do that, guys, that's less than 2 books a week. This will pay for all of the software for you, okay? So you might say, okay, well, how do I get this money, Trey? I don't have it. Now, granted, this is the thing. We are in business to be profitable. And so you're going to use disposable income. How do I get disposable income? You leverage your book sales. Guys, you don't even need to have the book coming out, because you're going to be able to pre-sell some books. We have people who have pre-sold books before the book has even come out to generate their money. We have people who will literally DM 20 people today and say, hey, first name, I'm so excited to have a book coming out. Can you support and purchase a copy? Y'all, it's as simple as that. That is disposable income that you can actually use to sell your book. So you want to make sure that you plug in now, guys. Again, I'm just going to go to this full screen so you can see all of this amazing bonuses. You're going to get the weekly accountability calls, the all-in-one software, the speakers and trainers, Words and Wealth podcast, 50% commission. You're also going to get, guys, the training that teaches you how to write a book in 3 days or less. We're going to still connect you to our publishers as well. The bonus media article, guys, it is $147 per month. So go ahead and lock it in your spots. I hope you guys enjoyed this training. I hope you wrote down some notes, got some value, ready to take your businesses to the next level. My name is Taria Vision Avant, and check your email. I might even text you, okay? Check your email. I'm going to send you some additional details. Let's get on the phone. Let's chat a bit. I want to find out about you. I want to interview you. So let's get on the phone. Let's chat a bit so that we can learn more about how we can help take you to the next level. All right. Well, God bless you all, and we'll talk later.